I'm not sure how long we're going to go tonight, but if we go at least 30 minutes, which is likely, at about the 30-minute point, we want to take a short break to let the repeater rest. And that's been part of the issue relating to fading, is it's an old repeater, and we need to give it a rest around 30 minutes in. Any questions about that before we start with our first transmission from Jacob? All right, Kilo 6 Alpha Victor Bravo, are you ready to send an image?
Yeah, I have an image prepared. I just, can I get a signal report first? Am I good into the repeater?
You are, and if you want to test your signal, are you using, are you doing audio coupling again, or are you using the computer software?
No, I'll be coupling again. I just have my power turned down, so I wanted to make sure I'm getting into the repeater okay, that I don't need to turn it up a little bit.
I would definitely turn it up, because there's a lot of scratchiness, and that probably would help.
Okay, I'll copy now.
That's better.
All right, let me go for it.
Jacob, I'm really impressed. You've mastered acoustic coupling. There's a few issues with the image, but really impressive. Bill, N6NA, your new call sign. I'm going to say WLM at some point. Go ahead.
Thanks, James. Yeah, it's new to me too. I just got the letter from the FCC today, so I'm excited to have a new call sign. It's I've been trying for a while. So, anyways, yeah, the photo came over fairly well. There's a large amount of pixel pops on my copy, but it doesn't really hurt the copy too much. It's fairly clear for being acoustically coupled, so I'm impressed with that. It looks like a scenic view from a mountaintop overlooking some kind of lake. So maybe you visited Tahoe. I don't know where this is taken, but it looks like a beautiful view. Hopefully you got a few contacts while you're up on that hill. But yeah, great copy here. N6NA back to net.
November 6, Hotel Alpha. All right, thanks, Bill. This is AE6JG. Kishore, KR6RAO. Did the image come through for you? Do you see what Jacob sent?
Yeah, this is Kishore, Kilo Romeo 6 Romeo Alpha Oscar. That's my first time on SoScan TV, so I'm just super excited to receive Jacob's image. I see the image, I see some pixelation. Also note it's Robot 72 mode. That's what it says on me over here, so I just wanted to say that I'm up on the software and happy to receive it. Back to net.
Thanks, Kishore, and you're welcome to the net. We're very excited to have a new member join us. Carol, KP4MD, how did you copy?
Okay, this is KP4MD. Amazingly good for acoustic coupling. You do see a little bit of ghosting along the left edge of the entire picture, like these little shadows of another edge, and that is probably due to acoustic echoes in the room. But otherwise, amazingly clear. We do have about, I don't know, I'm counting maybe about 3 dozen pixel pops. Of course, those are caused by the pave pause radar up at Beale Air Force Base, and there's nothing we can do about that. We just share the band with them. But nice, beautiful view of a mountain, and looks like there's a lake, perhaps the edge of a lake there, curved, and some pine trees in the foreground, and a nice sky with some clouds. So back to Nets, KP4MD.
Thanks, Carol. Jacob, K6AVB. Tell us about the image.
Hey, yeah. So I forgot to mention I was doing Robot 72. I'm glad these decoders have an auto mode. Yeah, so that is Lake Tahoe. My family and I went up there with another family celebrating a birthday yesterday. That's where the young man wanted to go. And did a POTA activation while I was there. In about 20 minutes, made 18 contacts. And did my first POTA activation, actually, so that was a lot of fun, 20 meters. And then I took my 2-year-old daughter sledding for the very first time off the side of the road up there, and she absolutely loved it. So that was really fun. It was a really nice day yesterday. K6AVB, back to net.
That is very fun. Thanks, Jacob. Thanks for sharing that. All right, Bill, N6HA, are you ready to go?
Yep, I'm ready. This is going to be PD120, N6HA.
All right, Bill. Well, that's a very interesting couple of images. You're going to have to tell us about them. One looks like a fire truck, or maybe one's the outside, one's the inside. The fading is in the end. I'll let Carol explain it. Is the reason we need to take a break every once in a while. So let me go to KP4MD. Carol, how do you want to handle giving the repeater a rest? And can you explain what?
Yeah, that was actually happening right towards the end of your transmission. If we talk for more than like a half a minute now, the audio just fades away. It's a technical problem with the repeater. I don't know if I'm holding up for this, so we have to keep the transmission short, and we'll see how this holds up. Oh.
I copied that. Okay, so we experienced this the other week too, so we got some fading here. Bill, why don't you tell us about the image, and then we'll go to Kishore, because I don't think we can do the regular round robin and keep the repeater up.
Yeah, roger that. This is a fire truck. We went this previous weekend to go see Santa at the Placer County fire depot, I guess. And they welcomed the public in to have some hot cocoa, pancakes, take pictures of Santa.
Uh, yeah, it looks like the repeater is really having more of a problem like this. The other alternative that Chris gave us was maybe we could just go over to our simplex operating frequency, and I'm not sure who will hear us there, but that's an option. That was 145.510 simplex. What do you think about that, James?
We could go over and see if we can hear each other. Can you repeat the frequency again?
Yeah, it's simplex 145.510 simplex. Over.
Copy that. Before we go, let me check to make sure everybody heard that. Jacob, did you copy the simplex frequency?
I copy.
Bill, did you copy it?
Roger that.
Kishore, did you copy it?
Copy, KR6RAO.
All right, what I want to do is let's go over to the simplex frequency. Let's see if we can hear each other. If not, Carol, I think we just come back here and keep moving on. We don't want to use the regular N6NA repeater.
Yeah, that's right. We really shouldn't use the regular repeater because they're not really expecting to hear the slow scan tones down there. We'd have to talk about that in the future. Over.
Copy that. All right, let's all go over to 145.510.
This is Jacob K6 Alpha Victor Bravo. I copy you and James. Over. Yeah, James says Q1 on you, Carol, so you guys can't copy each other. Okay, are we going back to 441.300 or the N6NA, the 2 meter? All right, copy. Headed back to 441.300, K6AVB.
This is AE6JG. Let me do a roll call. Jacob, are you back? K6AVB.
Roger, roger.
And Bill, N6HA.
I'm here, no, N6HA.
And Kishore, KR6RAO. Kilo Romeo 6, Romeo Alpha Oscar, you there, Kishore? KP4MD?
Yeah, this KP4MD, I'm here. Yeah, unfortunately, the simplex won't work. And I did want to put a shout out to Neil, KL7HQR, who's in Colorado. He's on YouTube live chat, and so is Alf, KN6PRD. But I guess we're going to have to wrap up this net, over.
Yeah, I want to give Kishore a chance to send an image since it's his first time here. Congratulations. You did an excellent job, and the repeater didn't even break down, Kishore. Let me just go to Bill, N6HA, to tell you what he sees.
Yeah, great copy here. Very good job for your first attempt. It looks like the usual folks here with the quality of transmission. A few pixel pops, but that's to be expected. Very vivid colors and sharp lines on my copy. I see it says CQ SSTV, your first TX, today's date, and your call sign. So very nice. The repeater ID did get you at the very bottom there, but that's to be expected. It's just luck of the draw when it actually transmit. But a very good copy here, crisp, and look forward to seeing more photos from you, N6HA.
Thanks. Kishore, any comments on getting into this?
Thanks, James. This is Kishore, KR6RAO. Super thrilled just to get things working here. My first time. I couldn't load. I had to figure out how to load an image into the SSTV app, but we just use a standard picture with a pattern, and looks like it works. So I'm super thrilled, excited, and thanks for all your help, James and Carol, to get me started. KR6RAO, back to net.
You are welcome, Kishore. Really glad to have you join us. It's a lot of fun, and it's particularly fun when we put up images that try to stump each other, that we can't figure out what it is. KP4MD, you're probably right. We should close the net unless you want to try to send an image.
Okay, yeah, I could try to send one. This would be a quickie. It'd be BW12. How's that?
Okay, and if that works, I'll send a quick one too. That is fantastic, and it came through so well. Wow. Jacob, K6AVB, what do you see?
I'm a little behind. I'm watching it load on the YouTube. That one, I actually don't have the capability to decode that mode on my Android app.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, Kishore, did it come through? Do you see it?
Yeah, it came through. I was surprised how fast it came through. Must be a low pixelation, but hamster with a radio and a logo in the back. It looks beautiful. KR6RAO, back to net.
All right, Carol, that is not a pet of yours, I assume.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. But I generally don't refer to hams as hamsters. But this is something I know that Jen picked up and was using with the Girl Scouts that we're working with, calling us ham radio operators hamsters. So I found this on the internet, and it was a hamster holding a Baofeng. I thought it was an excellent picture. And that's a BW12. It's a black and white mode that I think it takes only 12 seconds. That's why I decided to use it over.
Surprised at the quality. It goes so fast, there's no pixelation. The pixel pops, it's not, the lines are not sharp. You can tell exactly what it is.
Yeah, your audio faded out after 5 seconds of transmission. That was a bad one.
Carol, you were just saying something when I hit transmit. What were you going to say?
Yeah, I said your audio faded out about just 5 seconds after you pushed the button, and this one we only got half of the picture when the audio faded out.
Copy. Okay. I see it on YouTube there. All right, well, we are going to have to close the net, but I'll take a guess on what this is from somebody.
Looks like a telescope, K6AVP.
K6AVB, AE6JG, you are right, but what kind of telescope and where is it?
For that, somebody else will have to guess. I have no idea.
It's located at the National Center for Atmospheric Research in Boulder. I was there in October, and it's a telescope designed to look at solar eclipses. All right, any last comments before I close the net? All right, so for next week, between now and next week, we'll try to figure out a solution here. Thanks to everybody who participated and watched on YouTube. Neil and Alf, thanks for joining us. And thanks to Kishore for joining us. Excellent job, Kishore, on your first night. And this was kind of a troublesome night. We hope to see everybody again next Wednesday at 9. The net is officially closed at 9:31 p.m. This is James, Alpha Echo 6, Juliet Golf, wishing all of you a good evening.
73's all, and Happy New Year, and thanks for doing net control, James, for trying this cable for MD.
Thanks.